Good evening, and tonight we are following the wrath of nature and the elements in two separate areas of this country. Water flooding from a relentless storm in Florida and fire out west. First off, 19 million Americans are feeling the effects of a massive and slow-churning storm in Florida. Relentless rains have brought torrents of water onshore. The famous Sunshine Skyway Bridge across Tampa Bay, that's been closed since 4 p.m. on Sunday. It's never been closed that long, not even during a hurricane. And the interstate, I-10 across Florida, is closed both ways because of a sinkhole. Entire towns and communities are underwater. It is where we begin our coverage tonight with Weather Channel meteorologist Jim Cantori in Live Oak, Florida, just west of Jacksonville. Jim, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Yeah, this is the second tropical storm of the month for Florida. A month that started out in drought in many areas, but after 30 inches of rain in less than 24 hours, cities like Live Oak just can't handle all this water.
Debby swept into northern Florida today, swelling rivers over their banks and swallowing homes. In the past 72 hours, more than 2 feet of rain has fallen, leaving parts of the state soaked.
58 years, I've never seen it this high. Even at a hurricane, a real hurricane.
So much rain has fallen that the city of Live Oak, miles away from the nearest river, is 80% underwater, as deep as 4 feet in some places. 60 people have been forced to flee their homes so far.
We're doing all we can. The water's rising, retention ponds are full, ground is saturated, and we're just trying to do everything we can to keep people safe.
Tim Alcorn hopes sandbags will be enough to save his business.
Water's still rising, yeah, but you got to try. I mean, we can't just sit back and let it keep coming in. We got to try.
The massive, slow-moving storm stretches 205 miles from its center. In Alabama, authorities are searching for a man who disappeared in the rough surf. The entire state of Florida remains under a state of emergency. Tens of thousands are still without power, and rising water has closed portions of Interstate 10. West of Jacksonville, authorities are saying the Suwannee River has risen 20 feet in the past 24 hours.
What we're concerned about now is making sure that the residents are taken care of. We had over 7 inches of rain in the evening and through the night.
In Tampa, high winds closed the Skyway Bridge and the city's famed Bayshore Boulevard, which this summer will take thousands of visitors to the Republican convention. Today, it looked more like an actual bay.
And guys, there's fresh water flooding that we've seen in through here. A lot of these businesses saved by sandbags as the rain begins to taper off. But Brian, now we're talking about rivers that have to rise to potential major and record flood stage. 4 of them and counting across the state of Florida tonight.
And that, of course, will be on a time delay. Jim Cantori in Live Oak, Florida. Jim, thanks for your reporting.